Section 7 of Association Football and How to Play It. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Section 7. Laws of the Game. Number of players, field of play, the ball. 1. The game should be played by 11 players on each side. The dimensions of the field of play shall be maximum length 130 yards, minimum length 100 yards, maximum breadth 100 yards, minimum breadth 50 yards. The field of play shall be marked by boundary lines. The lines at each end are the goal lines, and the lines at the side are the touch lines. The touch lines shall be drawn at right angles with the goal lines. Footnote: the touch and goal lines must not be marked by a V-shaped rut. End footnote. A flag with a staff not less than 5 feet high shall be placed at each corner. A halfway line shall be marked out across the field of play. The center of the field of play shall be indicated by a suitable mark, and a circle with 10 yards radius shall be made round it. The goals shall be upright posts, fixed on the goal lines, equidistant from the corner flagstaffs, 8 yards apart, with the bar across them 8 feet from the ground. The maximum width of the goal posts and the maximum depth of the crossbar shall be 5 inches. Lines shall be marked 6 yards from each goal post at right angles to the goal lines for a distance of 6 yards, and these shall be connected with each other by a line parallel to the goal lines. The space within these lines shall be the goal area. Lines shall be marked 18 yards from each goal post at right angles to the goal line for a distance of 18 yards, and these shall be connected with each other by a line parallel to the goal lines. The space within these lines shall be the penalty area. A suitable mark shall be made opposite the center of each goal 12 yards from the goal line, and this shall be the penalty kick mark. The circumference of the ball shall not be less than 27 inches nor more than 28. The outer casing must be made of leather, and no material shall be used in the construction of the ball which would constitute a danger to the players. In international matches, the dimensions of the field of play shall be maximum length 120 yards, minimum length 110 yards, maximum breadth 80 yards, minimum breadth 70 yards. And at the commencement of the game, the weight of the ball shall be from 13 to 15 ounces. Duration of play, choice of goals, the kickoff. 2. The duration of the game shall be 90 minutes, unless otherwise mutually agreed upon. The winners of the toss shall have the option of kickoff or choice of goals. The game shall be commenced by a place kick from the center of the field of play in the direction of the opponent's goal line. The opponents shall not approach within 10 yards of the ball until it is kicked off, nor shall any player on either side pass the center of the ground in the direction of his opponent's goal until the ball is kicked off. If this law is not complied with, the kickoff must be taken over again. Changing ends, the interval, the restart. 3. Ends shall only be changed at halftime. The interval at halftime shall not exceed 5 minutes, except by consent of the referee. After the goal is scored, the losing side shall kick off, and after the change of ends at halftime, the ball shall be kicked by the opposite side from that which originally did so, and always as provided in Law 2. How a goal is scored, if bar is displaced, if ball rebounds or goes out of play. 4. Except as otherwise provided by these laws, a goal shall be scored when the ball has passed between the goal posts, under the bar, not being thrown, knocked on, nor carried by any player of the attacking side. If, from any cause during the progress of the game, the bar is displaced, the referee shall have the power to award a goal if, in his opinion, the ball would have passed under the bar if it had not been displaced. The ball is in play if it rebounds from a goalpost, crossbar, or corner flagstaff into the field of play. The ball is in play if it touches the referee or a linesman when in the field of play. The ball is out of play when it has crossed the goal line or touch line, either on the ground or in the air. The whole of the ball must have passed over the goal line or touch line before it is out of play. The throw-in. 5. When the ball is in touch, a player of the opposite side to that which played it out shall throw it in from the point on the touch line where it left the field of play. the player throwing the ball must stand on the touchline facing the field of play, and shall throw the ball in over his head with both hands in any direction, and it shall be in play when thrown in. A goal shall not be scored from a throw-in, and the thrower shall not again play it until the ball has been played by another player. This law is complied with if the player has any part of both feet on the line when he throws the ball in. Offside. 6. When the player plays the ball or throws it in from touch, any player of the same side who at such moment of playing or throwing in is nearer to his opponent's goal line is out of play, and may not touch the ball himself, nor in any way whatever interfere with an opponent or with the play, until the ball has been again played, unless there are at such moment of playing or throwing in at least 3 of his opponents nearer their own goal line. A player is not out of play in the case of a corner kick, or when the ball is kicked off from the goal, or when it has been last played by an opponent. A player cannot be out of play in his own half of the ground. 7. When the ball is played behind the goal line by a player of the opposite side, it shall be kicked off by any one of the players behind whose goal line it went, within that half of the goal area nearest the point where the ball left the field of play. But if played behind by any one of the side whose goal line it is, a player of the opposite side shall kick it within 1 yard of the nearest corner flagstaff. Footnote: the corner flag must not be removed when a corner kick is taken. End of footnote. In either case, an opponent shall not be allowed within 6 yards of the ball until it is kicked off. 8. The goalkeeper may, within his own half of the field of play, use his hands, but shall not carry the ball. The goalkeeper shall not be charged except when he is holding the ball or obstructing an opponent, or when he has passed outside the goal area. The goalkeeper may be changed during the game, but notice of such change must first be given to the referee. If the goalkeeper has been changed without the referee being notified, and the new goalkeeper shall handle the ball within the penalty area, a penalty kick must be awarded. 9. Neither tripping, kicking, nor jumping at a player shall be allowed. A player, the goalkeeper excepted, shall not intentionally handle the ball under any pretense whatsoever. A player shall not use his hands to hold or push an opponent. Charging is permissible, but it must not be violent or dangerous. A player shall not be charged from behind unless he is obstructing an opponent. 10. When a free kick has been awarded, the kicker's opponents shall not approach within 6 yards of the ball unless they are standing on their own goal line. The ball must at least be rolled over before it shall be considered played, i.e., it must make a complete circuit or travel the distance of its circumference. The kicker shall not play the ball a second time until it has been played by another player. The kick-off, except as provided by Law 2, corner kick, and goal kick shall be free kicks within the meaning of the law. 11. A goal may be scored from a free kick which is awarded because of any infringement of Law 9, but not from any other free kick. 12. A player shall not wear any nails, except such as have their heads driven in flush with the leather, or metal plates, or projections, or gutta percha on his boots, or on his shin guards. If bars or studs on the soles or heels of the boot are used, they shall not project more than half an inch, and shall have all their fastenings driven in flush with the leather. Bars shall be transverse and flat, not less than half an inch in width, and shall extend from side to side of the boot. Studs shall be round in plan, not less than half an inch in diameter, and in no case conical or pointed. Footnote: wearing soft India rubber on the soles of boots is not a violation of this law. End footnote. Any player discovered infringing this law shall be prohibited from taking further part in the match. The referee shall, if required, examine the player's boots before the commencement of a match. 13. A referee shall be appointed whose duties shall be to enforce the laws and decide all disputed points, and his decision on points of fact connected with the game shall be final. He shall also keep a record of the game, and act as timekeeper. In the event of any ungentlemanly play on the part of the players, the offender or offenders shall be cautioned, and if further offence is committed or in case of violent conduct without any previous caution, the referee shall have the power to order the offending player off the field of play, and shall transmit the name or names of such player or players to his or their national association, who shall deal with the matter. The referee shall have power to allow for time wasted, to suspend the game when he thinks fit, and to terminate the game whenever, by reason of darkness, interference by spectators, or other cause he may deem necessary. But, in all cases in which a game is terminated, he shall report the same to the association under whose jurisdiction the game was played, who shall have full power to deal with the matter. The referee shall have power to award a free kick in any case in which he thinks the conduct of a player dangerous, but not sufficiently so as to justify him in putting in force the greater powers vested in him. The power of the referee extends to offences committed when the play has been temporarily suspended and when the ball is out of play. Persistent infringement of any of the laws of the game is ungentlemanly conduct within the meaning of this law. All reports by referees to be made within 3 days after the occurrence, Sundays not included, and reports will be deemed to be made when received in the ordinary course of post. 14. 2 linesmen shall be appointed, whose duty, subject to the decision of the referee, shall be to decide when the ball is out of play, and which side is entitled to the corner kick, goal kick, or throw-in, and to assist the referee in carrying out the game in accordance with the laws. Footnote. Linesmen, where neutral, should call the attention of the referee to rough or ungentlemanly conduct, and generally assist him to carry out the game in a proper manner. End of footnote. In the event of any undue interference or improper conduct by a linesman, the referee shall have the power to order him off the field of play and appoint a substitute, and report the circumstance to the National Association having jurisdiction over him, who shall deal with the matter. 15. In the event of a supposed infringement of the law, the ball shall be in play until a decision has been given. 16. In the event of any temporary suspension of play from any cause, the ball not having gone into touch or behind the goal line, the referee shall throw it down where it was when play was suspended, and the ball shall be in play when it has touched the ground. If the ball goes into touch or behind the goal line before it is played by a player, the referee shall again throw it down. The players on either side shall not play the ball until it has touched the ground. 17. In the event of any infringement of laws 5, 6, 8, 10, or 16, or of a player being sent off the field under law 13, a free kick shall be awarded to the opposite side from the place where the infringement occurred. In the event of any intentional infringement of law 9 outside the penalty area or by the attacking side within the penalty area, a free kick shall be awarded to the opposite side from the place where the infringement occurred. In the event of any intentional infringement of law 9 by the defending side within the penalty area, the referee shall award the opponents a penalty kick. Footnote. A penalty kick can be awarded irrespective of the position of the ball at the time the infringement is committed. In the event of the ball touching the goalkeeper before passing between the posts when a penalty kick is being taken at the expiry of time, a goal is scored. End of footnote. Which shall be taken from the penalty kick mark under the following conditions. All players, with the exception of the player taking the penalty kick and the opponent's goalkeeper, shall be outside the penalty area. The opponent's goalkeeper shall not advance beyond his goal line. The ball must be kicked forward. The ball shall be in play when the kick is taken, and a goal may be scored from a penalty kick, but the ball shall not be again played by the kicker until it has been played by another player. If necessary, time of play shall be extended to admit of the penalty kick being taken. A free kick also shall be awarded to the opposite side if the ball is not kicked forward or is played a second time by the player who takes the penalty kick until it has been played by another player. The referee may refrain from putting the provisions of this law into effect in cases where he is satisfied that by enforcing them he would be giving an advantage to the offending side. If, when a penalty kick is being taken, the ball passes between the goal posts under the bar, a goal shall not be nullified by reason of any infringement by the defending side. Definition of terms. A place kick is a kick at the ball while it is on the ground in the field of play. A free kick is a kick at the ball in any direction the player pleases when it is lying on the ground. A place kick, a free kick, or a penalty kick must not be taken until the referee has given a signal for the same. Carrying by the goalkeeper is taking more than 2 steps while holding the ball or bouncing it on the hand. Knocking on is when a player strikes or propels the ball with his hands or arms. Handling and tripping. Handling is intentionally playing the ball with the hand or the arm, and tripping is intentionally throwing, or attempting to throw, an opponent by the use of the legs, or by stooping in front of or behind him. Holding includes the obstruction of a player by the hand or any part of the arm extending from the body. Touch is that part of the ground on either side of the field of play. End of section 7, and end of Association Football and How to Play It by John Cameron. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Ben Adams.